Hey, how's it going YouTube? Spartan XV bringing y'all a quick video on my Stribog SP9A1. I'm going to let y'all know what my first impressions are, so stay tuned. Okay, so this is going to be my first impressions on the Stribog. I just picked this gun up not too long ago, and this is my first PDW type weapon. So let's start with the overall look and feel. I think this gun looks awesome. I really like the look. I really like the angular look and the fact that it is pretty much all metal with the exception of the lower. So this gun out of the box comes with just the tail cap on it. I did add the Gearhead Works tail hook with an adapter, and I threw a hollow sun up on top, a 2 MOA red dot, and an angled foregrip, as this is a pistol, so you are not allowed, per the ATF, to put a vertical foregrip on here. So that's how I chose to accessorize it. I picked this one up from gunprodeals.com, and it was right at the $900 mark with everything here, with the exception of the red dot and the angled foregrip. So all in all, I'm in this probably a little bit over $1,000. When you get the gun, it's going to come with 4 magazines, which I really liked. It's 4 30-round magazines. I've heard you can squeeze 32 in there, but for all intents and purposes, it's a 30-round magazine. So the overall package that you get for the price, I think it's a really good bargain. Now, if you just want a plain pistol, you can pick these up for about $650 if you find a good deal. At that price, if you're looking for a pistol with no brace, it's definitely one of the more affordable PDWs on the market, and that's why the Stribog has been gaining a lot of popularity. So overall look and feel, I love the way it looks. I think it looks cool. I really enjoy shooting it. When my friends saw it, they really liked it. They thought it looked awesome. They kind of mistook it for like a UMP style gun, and in a sense it kind of is. It does kind of give off that UMP-esque, very angular body, but it is different. It is its own beast, which I actually like. I like the uniqueness of the gun. And once you add that tail hook onto the back with the adapter, the brace adapter, I think it just looks awesome.
It's going right through the can.
Yeah.
Oh.
So overall, how does it feel shooting? From what I've heard, the Stribog has a very pronounced recoil. And from my testing, my limited testing, I can say it does. It does have a more pronounced recoil than my cousin's CZ Scorpion or other 9mm PDWs that I've shot. That saying, it is a 9mm, and even when I was shooting fairly fast, I was able to stay on target, and I was shooting a 10-inch steel plate at about 30 yards. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at some accessories that you can add to the Stribog SP9A1. So as you can see, the angled foregrip, like I spoke, optics. It does come with flip-up sights. If you want to, you can switch these out with metal. As they come, they are plastic. I heard that with the newer version that's going to be roller delayed, those will be metal. I can't say for sure, but that is what I've heard. A lot of people will take the thread protector off of here, as it has a threaded muzzle, and you can put a brake on it to kind of quell that recoil a little bit, as it is not really stout, but you do feel that recoil. And then probably the most popular accessory would be some kind of brace on the back, so that way you can brace your gun. I'm not going to say shoulder, but so you can brace your gun. So let's talk about the trigger real quick. The trigger is actually pretty nice. I would say it breaks probably somewhere around 6.5 pounds, maybe 7. I don't have a trigger gauge here, but it is a fairly good trigger, and I think that is actually a pretty good weight for something that you might use for self-defense. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at the trigger. The gun is unloaded and off safe. So here is the trigger pull. As you can see, maybe a little bit of take up. The reset, just a little bit of reset, and then you're right back on it. Very, very distinct wall. Go back a little step and you're on a very distinct wall. About 6.5 pounds full, and you got another shot. It's actually a very smooth trigger, and it does not reset very far. Show you all that one more time. So overall, for a stock trigger, I actually really like it. I was able to be pretty accurate with this trigger, and it's right about that poundage that I like. So if you are one of those people that likes a 3 to 4 pound trigger, you might have to get maybe a trigger job done or buy a new trigger. But for me, I think it's actually good how it is. So the last accessory I'm going to talk about that you can buy aftermarket is going to be an extended bolt release. The one that comes with the gun is actually pretty shallow, and it's kind of hard to get a hold of, which I can demonstrate right here. With your finger, it's kind of far forward, and there's really not much to grab onto. You can get it. It's not impossible. But what I've been doing is when I insert a new magazine, I drop it with my support hand and then go back to shooting. So this gun doesn't have a reciprocating charging handle. If you find one of the original ones, or you have one of the original ones, they do offer kits from several different companies that will change it to a non-reciprocating, if that's what you want. So let's take a step into reliability. I've shot probably about 400, 500 rounds to this gun so far, so I'm not going to consider this a full-blown review, as most people consider a 1,000 round review pretty much the benchmark. But what I can tell you is reliability has been great. There's only one type of ammo that has given this gun problems, and that was a Winchester Reforged. It's a tan box, very, very crappy. If I remember, I'll put a picture up inside the video right here. But that ammo did not want to run in this gun at all. This gun did not want to pick up the next round, and when it did fire, it did not want to cycle or feed. And it also damaged one of my magazines. So as you can see, there is a little chunk out right there from where that top round was supposed to come out, and that Winchester Reforged just completely gouged that magazine. What's funny is this magazine actually still works really well with good ammo, and even bargain ammo. So I buy a lot of my ammo from Academy Sports, and they sell their cheap Monarch steel case that is very, very affordable, and this gun ate that stuff up. I had a 200 round box, and it just ate all of them with zero malfunctions. As soon as I put that Winchester Reforged back in this gun, it would not run it. So as long as you buy decent ammo, this gun should not fail you from what I've seen. So as far as wear and tear on the gun, there really isn't much. As you can see, there is a little bit of finish coming off of the bolt release. I did have a little bit of damage on the magazine from that malfunction with the Winchester Reforged. And let's take a step inside and see what the wear and tear looks like in there. Okay, so we got the gun taken apart. Let's take a look at some of the wear and tear. First, let's start off with the bolt. This gun has been cleaned and lubed several times throughout the 500 rounds that it has. And honestly, there is about normal wear and tear that you would kind of expect with 500 rounds. And nothing abnormal. Everything looks great. Everything looks like it's in good shape. It's going to last a long time. And honestly, the machining in here also looks really good. So I have no qualms with anything on the inside of this gun. Here we can take a look inside the gun. and everything looks good. So overall, wear and tear looks fine. Of course, I will be doing another video on this gun at 1,000 rounds, and at that point, I'll be able to show y'all kind of what to expect after 1,000 rounds through your Stribog. So the last thing I want to touch on is the price. Is it worth the amount you had to pay in order to get into one of these? And from my limited experience, I would say, without a doubt, yes. Like I said, the price comes in at about 650 bucks. If you want to get one with the brace, you're looking at about 750, 800. If you want one with a tail hook like mine, that is actually machined aluminum and all that stuff, you're looking at $900. At that price, I really don't think you can go wrong. The quality is there. It has a proven track record so far. If you don't believe me, go take a look at the manufacturer's videos. They have videos of full auto ones being fired from the Slovakian military, and as of right now, over the past couple years, it has been really garnering a lot of support from other gun tubers, other shooters on the forums, and all that stuff. Okay, so that wraps up my first impressions on the Stribog SP9A1. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, and if you have any questions, comment down below as I read every single comment. And stay tuned for another PDW type weapon that I have coming to the channel. It is very iconic. It's in a lot of movies and a lot of video games. It's all over the place. I'm sure y'all are really going to enjoy that one, so please stay tuned. And until then, I'll catch y'all later. Bye.